This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Hello everybody, welcome to Mike's Mike. My name is Mike. Today we will be discoursing, not discussing, discoursing Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1. Now, we most recently talked about Twilight Eclipse, and that was in fact high cinema. Let's face it, I am hotter than you. No! Oscars, film festivals, the whole lot. Let's give a quick refresher of what has happened up until this point. Miss Bella Swan is that girl. She's 2013 Tumblr, coffee stain, typewriter, condensation on a car window, 100,000 notes. And Bella wants Edward Cullen so badly. The other man in the picture is Jacob. Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? And he spent basically 99% of Eclipse trying to convince Bella to choose him, even though she is down volcanically and tectonically for Edward. We had the tent scene where Bella got cold and Jacob warmed her up because he's a hot werewolf. I'm hotter than you. Hey Bella, take your clothes off. I can warm you up faster. Victoria came back and tried to K-word Bella for her antics in the first Twilight movie, and I kept calling her Veronica. It's just Riverdale on the brain, I'm sorry. And Archie. The vampire government, aka the Volturi, aka anti-Italian propaganda, are up to something, but also at the same time up to absolutely nothing. And don't get it twisted, Jane outsold Bella in all key demographics. Exactly, and I told her, I say, ma'am. Edward proposed to Bella and she was like, yes, but also you better turn me into a vampire ASAP, I'm not playing around. Stacy girls, it's going down. Plot-wise, that's where we're up to at the start of Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1. Now this movie, diabolical.
I've just seen something really fucking scary.
Absolute crime on the screen.
What is that?
Breaking Dawn Part 1 has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 25%, which is the lowest out of all the movies in the Twilight saga. And I absolutely agree. The movie starts with Jacob running out of his house into the rain, holding an envelope, and Wolfsty looks pissed. Now this envelope, it contains Bella and Edward's wedding invitation. Remember, Bella wants to be vampirified, and Edward was like, yeah, cool, I'll do it after I marry you, because we're going to get married, because I'm actually from the 20th century, I'm like 95 or something, and getting married was like the most slay thing that you could do back then. Bella is trying on wedding shoes, and she is struggling, capital letters. And this is because she is just not like the other girls. And the other girls love to wear high heel shoe. They wear high heel shoe, eat hot chip, and lie. Now Alice's hair, it's a little bit diabolical. My initial impression was that it was giving musical theatre Nyada audition with a side of Liza Minnelli impersonator. 'Twas the night before the wedding, and Edward and Bella are just chatting shit. And I'm first of all like, are you allowed to do that? You're getting married tomorrow and just having a laugh. I want my shoes back. Edward is saying, Bella, I haven't told you everything about myself. You might not want to marry me because actually, when I first became a vampire, I had a menace era. Yes, apparently, after Carlisle turned him, he went on a little bit of a rampage and K-worded a bunch of nasty, nasty men. But he still technically is an M-worderer. And Bella's like, that's hot. Bella has some pre-wedding nightmares that involve her literally slaying everyone present at the wedding, so that's fun. While Bella's getting dolled up for the ceremony, her mum and dad are there, and Charlie is absolutely on editorial high fashion mode. Charlie and Renee give Bella a family heirloom, and Renee's like, I can't wait for you to give this to your daughter and for your daughter to give this to her daughter. And Bella's just sitting there like, who's going to tell this lady, this random lady, that I'm not having kids, I'm not going to age, and I'm going to turn into a vampire? Even if Bella turns into a vampire and stops aging, she's still going to need a VPN. Vampires also need internet protection, and I've always said that. This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network available as an app and a browser extension that lets you access content from all around the world and also protects you when you're browsing online. Did you know you're online right now? It's crazy, like, and mark my words, someone is trying to get a hold of your juicy, juicy data. And if you want to stop these multi-billion-dollar companies from tracking your browsing activity and selling your data, I can give you two options right now. Option number one, log off. We all know that's not going to happen. Option number two, Surfshark. Surfshark doesn't monitor, track, or store your browsing activity while also stopping those companies from taking your data. And with over 3,000 servers worldwide, another thing that you can do with Surfshark is change your location and access more content. For example, after watching my Glee recaps, if you wanted to watch the show and it's not available on Netflix in your country, you could switch to Netflix Australia, which does have it. Surfshark also offers one account across an unlimited amount of devices. If you use my code MikesMike, you can get 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk for you to try it out for yourself. Make sure you head to that link in the description to check out that deal, and thanks again to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Imagine logging off. I'm not doing it, sorry. No! It's wedding time, and it is absolutely just the event of the decade, of the century in Forks. I'm being so incredibly serious when I say that Bella should have walked down the aisle to Supermassive Black Hole by Muse. It would just be right. It makes sense. Let's talk about the dress. Can we get a little commotion for the dress? The truth of the matter is, I like this wedding dress. It's nice. It fits her well. It's a little bit pearl. It's a little bit chrome sync. You know what I really would have loved at the Met Gala? I think it was 2019, the one that had the camp theme. I would have absolutely died if someone came in Bella's wedding dress from Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1. Are you joking? That's clearing flint, logs, fire, the whole lot. That's camp. Now my question is, why is Edward's hair red now? What's going on there? I was really scared, you guys. So they have their little wedding, and good for them, I say.
It's Turkey Lurkey time.
Now guess who's not at the ceremony? Jacob. Guess who is at the wedding? The Cullens' cousins from Alaska, including Irina, who is played by Maggie Grace, who plays Shannon on Lost. Now Lost, yeah. The ones who know, you know. Back to the wedding. Right, the wedding speeches, ooh, diabolical. Emmett does a speech and he says, Bella, I hope you've gotten enough sleep these last 18 years because you won't be getting any more for a while.
Get a good lawyer.
The stench. Can you smell that? He's talking about Bella's upcoming vampirification, but it also doubles as a reference to her and Edward doing the nasty. And all these humans at this wedding don't know about the vampirification. So they're just going to be like, do you smell that? Charlie's face the entire wedding and reception is just like, gosh darn it. What's going on here? One thing about Charlie, he's going to have absolutely no idea what's going on. Jacob turns up. He is the best man, question mark. The best man didn't go to the wedding, question mark. Bella is talking to Jacob and she's implying that she's going to do the nasty with Edward pre-vampirification. And Jacob gets really weird and possessive about it. He's like, no, Bella, are you out of your mind? And I'm a little bit obsessed with this because it could absolutely not be any less of his business. Also obsessed with how Jacob's basically telling Bella that if she does the nasty with Edward, that she's going to die. And she's like, and I'm still going to do it anyway. Bella and Edward arrive at their honeymoon destination. It is the Isle Esme, just off the coast of Rio. And see, the thing is, they have to take a motorboat to get there. Absolutely not. I'm so anti-ocean, it's ridiculous. I don't do boats. Absolutely not. If you see a picture of me on a boat, just know it was not by choice and I had no other option. No other transportation options for me to get to where I needed to be. Next thing you know, Bella and Edward are skinny dipping in Isle Esme, and I'm like, oh, okay, where's the Volturi? Where are the bad guys? Someone do something, I'm bored. Then they're doing the nasty, and Edward breaks the bed. This shit's so fucking funny. Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 is a comedy. Like, Bella wakes up and the bedroom is in ruins. I'm just sort of watching it like, okay. Edward says that Bella got some bruises from last night's Edward Eleganza Extravaganza Express, and he's like, no, we're not doing that ever again. And Bella's like, no, I need it. This jumping scene on the Isle Esme, when they jump off the waterfall, it looks so stupid. I'm sorry. Bella has a dream that she beat Edward in chess and she wakes up and starts crying because she wishes it was real. But the truth of the matter is, it's something like 127-0 for chess wins for Edward against Bella. It's so bad for her right now. I'm joking. In the dreams, Bella is dreaming that she's doing the nasty with Edward and she's crying because she wants that vampire D so bad. I don't like this movie. Then we get some Jacob screen time. He's saying that Bella's probably going to D word from the vampire D. Different D words, guys, keep up. And then Jacob's like, at least then I'll be able to K word Edward. This little man is so weird. I really do not like him. Now back in Pound Town, Bella wakes up and she fries some chicken for breakfast. Slay. Then she runs and throws up. She's like, no, the chicken made me sick. Wait, hold on. I'm pregnant. I know it. I know I am. I can feel it. Gemma thinks she has seen a ghost. Drama. It's an accelerated pregnancy. Also potentially a little vampire that's going to bring the company down from the inside by drinking Bella's blood. Then there's a little mini time jump, maybe like 1 week or 2 weeks or something. Charlie tells Jacob that Bella called him and said that she's feeling sick and her and Edward are extending their stay. But in actual fact, Bella and Edward are back at Casa Cullen. Jacob finds out and goes to investigate and finds Bella looking busted. I'm not gonna lie to you right now, she did in fact serve corpse. A little bit me vibes after I did that all-nighter to get that Glee video done. You know what Bella needs? She needs this little 4-step skincare routine that I wrote down in my notes for her specially. This is catered to Bella Swan specifically. Bella, if you're listening, this is for you. Miss Bella needs Sunday Riley Vitamin A Serum and Autocorrect Eye Cream followed by moisturizer and SPF tinted sunscreen. The tint is very important. It's a little bit catastrophic for Bella right now. She's also mega pregnant. I said accelerated and I meant it. Jacob says take it out of her. And Rosalie's like, this is none of your business, dog. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. Why did she emphasize dog like that? Why did she phrase it like that? What was your intention, Rosalie? And I gotta say, overall, I think Rosalie is going to be on the bottom of the ALDC pyramid this week. There's a lot of drama going on right now about this vampire pregnancy. Edward says that Carlisle is going to turn Bella at the last second, and Edward gets Jacob to try and convince Bella to not go through with it, but she's not listening, blah, 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 whatever. Jacob runs off, and then suddenly the werewolves are having a town council meeting in werewolf mode. This is new. The talking while wolf mode is new. It's a little bit clown. I'm not enjoying it. This actually gave me a little bit of the ick. The pack leader's like, I'm actually getting demon vibes from this little monster.
Yes, Gaga, you look so good.
He's like, this little demon is a threat to the town, and these little humans in the town have absolutely no fucking idea what's going on. We have to protect them by K-wording Bella tonight. And Jacob's like, absolutely not. Are you joking? Are you having a laugh? And then he quits the tribe and goes freelance. So now the werewolves are going to try and end Bella, and Jacob and a couple of werewolfsty defectors are going to help the Cullens defend Bella. The way that Bella is just consistently the center of every battle, like she really said any press is good press. Next thing you know, Edward is bloody yahooing on his iMac looking up immortal vampire babies. Of course the Cullens use Apple. They absolutely do seem like Apple girlies. Speaking of Apple girlies, I found out the other day that my sister has not updated her MacBook in 9 years. She's running a vintage Yosemite OS, and I know some of you are a little bit jealous. Yes, Pride Cabinet. Carlisle says that the little vampire baby is sucking Bella dry, and there's nothing that he can do to slow it down or stop it. So basically everyone's like, well, it's over. But then Jacob subconsciously gives Edward an idea to give Bella a delicious snack of some O-negative blood. So now Bella's sipping on a blood margarita, a blogarita, a blood and tonic, a blood cut and Red Bull. Ew, a blartini. Bella's sipping her blartini. She's like, this is so fucking delicious. The flavors. Bella at the Blood Bull tea place, like, can I get a large blood, half ice, half sugar? Charlie's blowing up Bella's phone and she's like, hey dad, I'm actually going to hospital in Switzerland now, lol. I feel like now is a good time to tell Charlie about all the vampire shit. But also imagine being Charlie and your daughter tells you that she's dating a vampire. I'm friends with the monster. Now Edward can hear Zebebe's thoughts, and it's all sunshine and rainbows. So maybe all the baby needed was a little snackle, a snack between meals. But it's about to get disastrous because they're down to the last bag of O-negative blood and Bella's about to go into labor. So Carlisle's like, we need to get more blood. But if he leaves Car's a Cullen, the werewolves are going to end him. Jacob distracts the werewolves while Carlisle, Emmett, and Esme run out of the woods. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Yes. Back at Car's a Cullen, Bella is deciding on baby names and if the baby's a boy, she wants to name it EJ, Edward Jacob. Let me look to the side and hide my laugh. Because what the fuck? Like, imagine being Edward and Bella says that she wants to name the baby after you, and her possessive friend who's obsessed with her said that he was hotter than you in a tent on a cliff and is also sometimes your mortal enemy. Like, that's kind of a hard no. It's a no deal on EJ. No Elton John. Electric Jet. Emerald Jumper. Endless jump scare. Wait.
Oh my god, open that fucking door now.
If you thought EJ was bad, if Zebebe is a girl, she wants to name it after her mother Renee and Edward's mother Esme. 1 + 1 = 2. Renesmee. Like, no. Let's be nice. Let's look for positives. Like, it kind of works as a one-word pop star name. Please welcome to the stage, Renesmee. I do feel like Renesmee would be a main pop girl and I would stream. Also, I know it's getting dark, but I'm anti-downlight at the moment, so we will continue as is. I do think that Renesmee would kind of be industry plant vibes because we know the Cullens have money, so at least the music videos and the promo visuals will be excellent. And she could absolutely go down the supernatural aesthetic path and everyone be like, oh my god, she sells this vampire persona so well. Someone sign Renesmee to Capitol Records quickly. Also, it's kind of screaming because before she says the baby names, she says, Rosalie doesn't like these, she hates them, but I think they're really cute. And then she proceeds to say the most diabolical baby names known to humanity. But then shit gets real because Bella drops her blood smoothie on the floor and the demon baby inside her's like, no, and tries to make Bella reach down to grab it and fucking breaks her spine and she collapses. And then Bella's on an operating table and Rosalie's doing like the nastiest bootleg C-section with that I've ever fucking seen. And she's doing it with a fucking Stanley knife. Looks like the knife that they used to open packages. The knife that they used to open the HelloFresh. Next thing you know, Rosalie sees the blood from the C-section and she's like, what if I snacked a little? So Edward gets Alice to remove Rosafellan from the premises. And then Edward's like biting Bella, like down there, to get the baby out, and I'm just like, this wasn't in biology class. I'm a little bit confused what's going on here. Like, Edward is chomping her bones, ? And the bone chomps sound like glass, ? This is a fucking horror movie. Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 is a fucking horror movie and I deserve financial compensation because I wasn't expecting it. So Edward's chomping on Bella and then pulls the baby out. What happened to the HelloFresh knife? So Renesmee is born and Bella has like fucking logged out of life. Jacob's trying to do CPR on Bella and it's not working. So Edward like injects his venom into Bella's heart. Guys, this is kind of criminal. Like I miss Eclipse, I miss New Moon, I miss Twilight #1, 2008 blue filter. I miss the tent drama. I miss worrying about where the werewolves keep their pants. Anyway, it looks like Bella has well and truly D-worded. Edward's getting desperate, so he goes all over her body and does like little chomps. Okay, piranha. Jacob's like, okay, I'm gonna go get rid of this demon child that K-worded Bella. So he goes back into Casa Cullen, sees Renesmee, and imprints on her. Let's ponder that. He imprints on the baby. Like, what the fuck? The whole imprinting thing, it is a little bit of a struggle for me. This is my face during any scene or any mention of imprinting. Also, new law just dropped. If a werewolf imprints on someone, then the other werewolves can't hurt that person. So him being weird and imprinting on Renesmee has saved the girlie's life. Anyway, then they like dress Bella up and clean her up and stuff. And then she starts vampirifying and it's like yassification in real time. Bella Swan is such a well-documented case of yassification. And I'm also like, why did her spine do that? The end of the movie is Bella waking up with red eyes because she is now a vampire girly. Yeah. No, but in all seriousness, this movie is diabolical and criminal, and they saved all of the Slay for Part 2. And the post-credits scene is so, like, questionable. It's the Volturi getting a message about Bella becoming a vampire, and it's just not scary at all. It literally feels like a skit, and then it cuts, and we get the end credits, and it's It Will Rain by Bruno Mars. Like, no. Nah. Any Slay, that is Breaking Dawn Part 1. What is in there? I was actually dreading talking about this movie because it is absolutely the worst one of the lot. But mentally, I know that once we get past Part 1, we get Breaking Dawn Part 2, which is, ooh, yeah, that's a smash hit. But yes, that brings me to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave me a like. Thank you all for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Bye.